Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to show you how to create KDP A+ content for your books, and that includes non-fiction, fiction, no content and low content books. In fact, any type of book that you can publish on Amazon via the KDP platform. And what I'm going to show you today is absolutely free, and it's a great way of showcasing your brand, the interiors of your books, and also what I'm going to show you is a cool way of marketing your other books that you've got already published on Amazon. So if you're interested in that, then follow along. Now, if you've not been to this channel before, then welcome. My name's Paul Marles, and I do videos on how to make it, keep it and grow it, and that's your money I'm talking about. So what is A+ content? Well, if we have a look at this colouring book here on Amazon, we can see there's this section here where it says from the publisher. Now there's this little bit of a description here, and more importantly, below that are these additional images of the cover of the book and the interior of the book. And this is great for showing more of the interior pages of your books, because sometimes with the look inside feature on Amazon, it can be quite limited and you've got no choice over what interior pages to show. And with the latest changes with Amazon, some low content books don't even have that look inside feature at all. So this is very powerful. Now look at this other book here. This is very interesting because if we scroll down again to the From Publisher section, we've got this logo banner here which shows a cover of the book. We've got the interior pages of the book, but this bit down here is very interesting indeed because it provides you with the opportunity of showing your other books with links to those books, and underneath, if you so wish, you can have an extra title or little mini description of the book as well. So that again is very powerful. It's a free way of marketing your other books on pages of your books that you've got published. So you want to go to your KDP dashboard, and you'll see here at the top we've got this marketing tab, so just click on that. And here it will take you to the marketing resources pages where you can choose things like Amazon ads, Author Central. But if we scroll down a bit, we've got this A+ content here. And then if you click on the Choose a Marketplace menu, it will show you all the different marketplaces which will accept A+ content. I'm going to choose Amazon.com. It's where I make most of my money, and so that's where I want to promote my books even more. But you can create A+ content for one market and create the identical content for all the other markets as well. Then it's just a case of clicking on Manage A+ Content. Now it will take you to this page. Now what you can do is search or enter the ASIN number of one of your books here, or what I normally do is just click on Start Creating A+ Content, and it will take you to this page. And the important part of this page here is where it says Add Module. So just click on that and it will give you all these examples of different types of modules which make up the A+ content. So it's worthwhile just scrolling through these and making yourself familiar with the content. Now what I'm going to do first of all is create a basic banner. So I'm going to click on this one here, Standard Image and Light Text Overlay. And all I'm going to do is add a background image. So I'm going to click on this button here, and now it tells us add an image 970 pixels by 300 pixels. Now we're going to go over to Canva. But what I'm going to show you is identical if you're using Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Affinity Designer, Photopia, whatever graphics program you use. Canva does have the advantage in that it does have some ready-made templates. And what I'm going to show you can be done for free in Canva. You don't need the Pro account. And I'll leave a link to Canva down below in the description of the video. So top right, click on Create a Design. At the bottom, click on Custom Size, and then we just enter 970 by 300 and make sure this drop down menu is set to pixels or it will come out looking odd. Then click on Create New Design. On the left hand side we have all these options here for images, text, backgrounds that we can add to our design. But at the top here we've got templates, and we've got these ready-made templates that we can use as the basis of our banner. Now you'll notice some of these do have a little gold crown next to them. That's because they can only be used if you've got the Pro account. So I'm just going to scroll down and choose this one here. Now I'm just going to remove these design elements just by clicking on them and deleting. Drag this little line across. I'm going to click on the background, click on the color panel and change the background to black. Now there is a gradient applied to this, so I'm just going to click on the banner and you can see that half the banner is highlighted. That's because of the gradient, and I'm just going to delete that. Then I'm just going to drag into my document a logo that I have. I'm just going to enlarge that slightly and move it into position. Then I'm just going to type in here my name. Then the bottom line, I'm just going to type in coloring and activity books. And then on this third line, type in the best books on Amazon. And then this line at the bottom, I'm just going to move up slightly. And that's our basic banner. At the top, we're going to click on share, hit download. And then we're going to leave this as PNG and just click the download button. Then we go back to our A+ content page and just drag in that banner that we've created. And you'll need to add in some image keywords here. So all I'm going to write in here is Paul Marles banner. I'll show you something with regards to keywords in a moment, and then click on add. Now I can leave these boxes blank. And if we hit preview here on the top left, we can see what it's going to look like. I think that looks pretty good. Go back to editor. Now I want to create this similar effect to this author here, where we have these 3 boxes in a row. So I'm going to scroll down, click on add module, and I'm going to find that module that says standard 3 images and text. So we're going to click on that. So we've got 3 images now, and these images have to be 300 pixels by 300 pixels. So back to Canva, click on create a design, custom size, and this time width 300, height 300, chosen pixels, create new design. Okay, now for this, we're going to need a background. So on the left-hand side, you can see we've got our templates again. You may find something in these templates that you like, but what I'm going to do is click on background. I'm going to choose this image here. Next, I'm going to drag in the image of the cover of the book that I'm trying to promote. And this is going to be a coloring book. Now you may remember in a previous video, I did create this book cover. Okay, and what I'm going to do next is add a shadow to this. So I'm going to click on edit image, and where it says shadows on the left, click drop. So like before, we want to download this as a .png file. So top right, hit share, then click download. Now we've got these options, but as I said, we're going to keep that to PNG and hit download, and that'll download the file to your computer. Then we're back to our A+ page. So just click on the box where we want to add our image, then just drag in the image that we've created. Now here it says image keywords, and for this book, it's a nurse coloring book. So that's what I'm going to put as keywords. Now this may affect the search results on Amazon, but probably more likely it may just contribute to the search effects on Google. Either way, nothing to lose, so let's just put in nurse coloring book. So now we want to add the next image, which is going to be the interior of the book. So back to Canva, and I'm going to remove the book cover image, and this time drag in an image of the interior that I've already created. And this is a mock-up image of the interior. Now, if you want to create your own mock-ups of your books, then what I suggest doing is just going over to Google, doing a search for that, and you'll find there's free tools around that will help you create mock-up images of your book cover and your book interiors. So we've got this one here. I'm going to enlarge that slightly, make sure it's centered, hit share, hit download, PNG, download. That will download the file to your computer. Back to Amazon A+, click on add image, and just drag in that image you've created. Again, image keywords. Now I might put in something like adult coloring book here. Again, just vary it up slightly and click on add. And then I'm going to repeat the same for the next image. Back to Canva. Now here's a little tip. Rather than just deleting this, what I suggest doing is just dragging in the next image of the interior. And the reason for doing this is that you can get the exact same size as your previous interior image. So just drag this to the corner of the other image, drag the corner down, cover the image entirely. Hit share, download, PNG selected, download, and that will download this image. Back to A+, click to add image, then just like we did before, drag in the image that we just created. Again, add image keywords. Now for this box, you can enter some headline text, or you can enter some text under each book. For this, I'm just going to leave those boxes blank. Let's have a look what this looks like so far. Not looking too bad, I don't think. Now, this is where things get quite interesting. And that is, I'm going to show you how you can market other books that you have already published on Amazon. So click on Add Module again. And here is the module that you want, which is the standard comparison chart. So just click on that. And here you can have up to 5 different products. So again, click to add image. Now this time it's a 150 pixel by 300 pixel image that's required. So again, you could go to Canva this time, 150 pixel width, 300 height, set to pixels, create new design. Now I'm going to leave the background blank on this one. And for this, I'm just going to drag in an image of a previous cover that I created on this channel. So I'm just going to enlarge that and we can center it with Canva. You can see those lines appear. Again, share, download, PNG selected, download. Go back to A+ content and just drag in that image we've created. Again, image keywords, I'm just going to put notebook and add. In the box below, you can enter a title. So I'm just going to put in stamp notebook. Now underneath, you want to enter the ASIN number of this book. So just go to your KDP bookshelf, grab the ASIN number of your book, and then just enter it into this box. Now let's have a look at what this looks like. And now you can see we've got a book here with a link underneath, which if clicked will take us to the book that you've entered the ASIN number for. So this is a great way of showcasing your other books, and hopefully people that like one design of book that you're selling may like your other designs as well. So back to editor, you would then repeat that for all the other books that you then wanted to promote on your book page. Now, once you've done that, at the top right, you click on Apply ASINs. And this is where you're going to apply the ASIN number of the book on which you want to place this A+ content. So you can call this a name. So I'll just call this coloring book. And then here in this box, you enter the ASIN number of a book you want to apply. Hit enter. It will list that book down below. And then top right or on the right hand side, hit apply content. Now what will happen is this will be submitted to KDP. It will go through the approval process. Then hopefully after that, it will be published on your page. Now it does say in the guidelines that this can take up to 8 days. So don't panic if you don't see it on your book listing straight away. Now just one more thing I want to make you aware of, and that is the A+ content page on the KDP help section. And there it gives you A+ content guidelines, tells you what marketplaces you can publish your book in, and it also tells you that you can't publish reviews or testimonials of your book in A+ content. However, it does say you can put in endorsements from public figures and well-known publications in there. Also, very usefully, it does have a create A+ content instructions page. So if you do get stuck, you can go there and have a look and hopefully clear up any issues you might have. So hopefully doing this will promote your brand, promote your other books, and hopefully in the long run, make more sales. I hope you found that useful. If you are just starting out in publishing KDP books on Amazon, then I suggest watching this book tutorials playlist next, where it runs through all the different steps on the process of creating KDP books and uploading them and publishing them to Amazon. Thank you very much for your time. It is very much appreciated. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, goodbye.